All right, so Tesla, right, they're at it again. Just dropped their latest Optimus reveal and, well, everyone's talking about it.
And for good reason. This isn't just, another iterative update. It's a statement.
It really is. You saw the We Robot event, I'm assuming?
Oh, absolutely. Had to tune in for that.
So you had Optimus serving drinks, nailing rock, paper, scissors. But what really got me was how weirdly normal they made it all look.
Right. It's like they're trying to sneak it past us. But no, I think it's calculated. Tesla knows the tech is mind blowing on its own. So showing Optimus doing these mundane, everyday things, it makes it relatable, helps people imagine, hey, this could be in my kitchen.
And maybe it's smart, right? Because the second Optimus walked out there, I mean, the iRobot comparisons were everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame anyone? That movie, it's like it got downloaded into our cultural DNA or something. That whole hope and fear cocktail we feel about robots, that's iRobot.
Totally. But did you catch that clip, though? The one where Optimus is, like, having a conversation with someone in the audience?
I think I know what you're talking about. They ask Optimus about being a robot, right?
Yeah, yeah. They ask about the toughest part of being a robot, and it goes, trying to be as human as you guys. I swear, I got chills.
See, and that's where it gets really interesting. Forget the sleek design or how smoothly it walks, it's all cool and everything, but the AI, the
Mhm.
fact that it can hold a conversation like that, that's what blows my mind.
It makes you wonder, how far have we come? And where's this all going? Because Tesla's not just hinting at a robot-filled future, they're promising it full on.
Yeah, Musk was throwing out some big claims. Optimus, doing anything you want it to, biggest product launch ever. And that price tag, 20 grand, maybe 30. If they can pull that off.
It's a game changer. But I mean, come on, it's Elon Musk. The hype is real with this guy.
For sure. Remember when the Cybertruck came out, straight out of Blade Runner, everyone was losing their minds. But we're still waiting on those to take over the trees.
All right, fair point. So where does that leave us? How much of this is just Tesla playing the long game versus them actually figuring out this whole affordable do-it-all robot thing?
That is the billion-dollar question. I mean, they are putting their money where their mouth is. They've said they're testing Optimus in their factories already. Plus, they're on this huge hiring spree for their Tesla bot division. So something's going on there.
Okay, so there's some actual substance behind the smoke and mirrors, but how far along are they really? What are the big roadblocks they still need to overcome, and when can we realistically expect to have these things in our homes?
That's the million-dollar question. And honestly, it's tough to say for sure. I mean, we're talking about some seriously complex stuff, robotics, AI, all of it has to be working perfectly in sync.
Right, right. So break it down for me. What are the biggest challenges to actually making an Optimus happen?
Well, dexterity, for one. Think about it. You pick up a glass, you grab a pen. It's easy for us. But teaching a robot to do that, to handle a delicate object just as well as a heavy one, that's not so simple.
Yeah, I guess you don't realize how much is going on there until you really think about it.
Exactly. You need super advanced sensors, AI, that can adapt on the fly to different shapes, textures. And that's not even getting into the fine motor skills. We're talking human-level precision, basically.
Okay, so that alone sounds like a tall order. What else are they up against?
Power.
Yeah.
These things are basically computers on legs, right?
Yeah.
Tons of energy just to function. Battery tech, even though it's come a long way, it's still playing catch-up.
So Optimus can make me a coffee, but then it's got to go charge for 3 hours.
Pretty much. Not exactly the all-day helper we were promised, at least not yet.
So we're kind of waiting on a battery revolution then.
That's interesting because it's not just robots, it's everything phones, electric cars.
Exactly. It's a
Mm.
huge bottleneck. But even if we solve that, don't forget the software side of things. That's a whole other beast.
The AI part, yeah. We're talking about teaching a machine to understand the real world, which, let's be honest, is messy and unpredictable. Optimus can play games in a lab, sure, but can it navigate a crowded street? Handle unexpected obstacles? Those are huge GE questions.
And we haven't even touched on what happened IFC or something goes wrong. Okay.
Sure.
Optimus has a malfunction. What then?
Big time. The safety aspect is critical, and honestly, it's something Tesla hasn't really gone into much detail on. It's one thing to have these robots in a factory where everything's controlled, but in your home, around kids, pets.
Yeah, you'd want to be really sure it's not going to go rogue.
Exactly. So we need fail-safes. We need ethical considerations programmed in at a fundamental level. This isn't just about getting the tech to work. It's about making sure it's safe for everyone.
Okay, so it sounds like a lot of hurdles to clear. But let's say, just for the sake of argument, that Tesla does it, they overcome all of this. What then? What does a world with Optimus actually look like? How does it change things? I mean, we're talking about robots, not just, doing the dishes, but like fundamentally changing how our world works.
Oh, absolutely. I think paradigm shift might actually be the right phrase here for once.
It's kind of scary, but also like really exciting.
Totally. Think about it. If even HLF of this stuff pans out the way Tesla's saying, it could free up so much time for people. No more chores, just more time for, well, whatever you want.
Okay, see, that's the part that gets me pumped.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side of it. What happens to all the people whose jobs are those chores?
Yeah.
We're not just talking about factory workers either. It's delivery drivers, home health aides, the list goes on.
That's the big question, isn't it? And it's something we need to be thinking about NW, not down the line when it's too late. But I also don't think it has to be this doom and gloom scenario where robots take over and we're all out of work.
So you're saying there's hope.
Look at what happened with the internet. It completely upended how we do, well, everything. But it also created a ton of new jobs, new industries that we couldn't even have imagined before. I think robotics could be similar.
So like instead of a delivery driver, you need someone who builds and maintains those delivery robots.
Exactly. We're going to need a whole new workforce: engineers, programmers, AI specialists. Heck, we might even need robot ethicists. Who knows?
Okay, so it's less about jobs disappearing and more about us needing to like evolve alongside the tech.
Exactly that. And that's where governments and schools come in. We need to be training people for these new jobs, making sure everyone has access to the education and resources they need to succeed in this new world.
So it's not just about building a cool robot. It's about figuring out how that robot fits into society without leaving a bunch of people behind.
100%. It's a huge challenge, but it's also an incredible opportunity. We have the chance to really rethink things here.
To like actually shape what this future looks like.
Exactly. What kind of world do we want to create with this technology? How do we use it to solve problems, to make things fairer, to improve people's lives? These are the questions we should be asking.
Man, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
It really is. But it's exciting too, isn't it, to be here at this
Yeah.
point in history where things are changing so fast.
It is. A little overwhelming, maybe, but exciting. Hey, if Optimus can at least handle making my coffee while I try to process all this, I'm on board.
Hey, I hear you. All right, folks, that's about all the time we have for today. But this conversation is far from over. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.